What is up, guys? The LA Gamer here, and today I am bringing you guys episode 4, my MLB 17 The Show Legends Fantasy Draft franchise. In today's episode, we will be going up against the Tampa Bay Rays. They will have Vance Worthy on the mound. We will have Jamison Tylen. I think that's how you say his name. There's a lot of ways you can pronounce that name. Both the first name and the last name have so many different pronunciations, so I think that's it. And here's a quick look at their lineup. They have Gary Carter, Trevor Story, Rizzo. I always obviously want to point out some of the star players on each team's lineup because it's a Legends fantasy draft, so it's always fun to pay attention to those teams that got some good legends. But you see, we're a 15-8 on this season, so based off the pace that we are on, we should have a pretty good chance of making a pretty deep playoff run with this team. Now, what I want to say real quick as a disclaimer is obviously, if you're paying close enough attention, this video is relatively short, and I know that a lot of you guys are commenting on things like to make the videos longer and stuff. What I want to quickly emphasize this and just put it out there, just because I don't want to continuously respond to comments. I say that I don't have a lot of time to even make videos and do this, so it's one of those things where it's a lot of time dedication, and if I were to make the videos as long as some of you guys would hope, that would take like an extra hour or so out of my time, which I just don't have enough time in each of my days to do that every single day, especially if I'm trying to post every single day. And I have a really busy next couple of days, so this video had to be a little bit shorter just so I can catch up on a collective series of other things I got going on. But either way, let's hop into the actual gameplay itself. You see, we're down 1-0. They got runners on first and second. They're going to ground to my shortstop right here, though. We're going to flip it on to second, flip it on to first, and that will be a double play ball to work our way out of that inning down 1-0. I have an odd tendency. If you guys watch both of my fantasy draft franchises, you would know this. I have a very odd tendency of giving up runs in the first inning. I feel like if I didn't give up a run in the first inning, I can basically guarantee myself a win. Because I feel like the first inning is always my worst inning of pitching, and I don't understand why. You would think it'd be one of the better innings because your pitcher would have full stamina, but none of my pitches ever work for me in that first inning. I always get lit up. But you see, King Griffey Jr. will be left on base with a walk right there. Then Ralph Kiner coming up to bat, but he's gonna fly out to right field, so we're not really getting anything going for us right there. But once again, we're moving up here into the top of the third, and you see the right here are going to knock one back up the middle to our center fielder, and this is going to be the start of just a kind of a mini rally out of them. Right here, if you look closely at the first baseman or the runner on first base, he's going to go there and steal second base right here. And now with what I believe to be Rizzo up to bat, he's going to crank one over my left fielder's head. I believe that's King Griffey Sr. out there. Going to crank it over his head. I'm going to throw it on into my cutoff man, but it's not good enough, obviously, to even contest a throw at home plate. And that's going to be a 2-0 lead for them. So once again, they're going to try to put up more runs. This time we're on to the bottom of the fifth, or the top of the fifth inning. And they're going to start off right here by knocking a nice little shallow single there into left field right in front of King Griffey Sr. Now D. Gorin up to bat is going to knock one over to the right side of the infield. We're going to focus more on throwing him out. D. Gorin is definitely not one of those guys you want on the base paths. So now a runner on second with with 2 outs. So we have a chance here to get out of this inning. So all we need is one more big out. But once again, we're not able to get that big out when we need it. I think that's a big thing too, is there's a lot of situations where all I need is one more out, but I give a lot of 2-out rallies. So if I can avoid first innings and avoid 2-out rallies, my pitching would be phenomenal. That's really the only reason I struggle in terms of giving up pitches. But we strike out Rizzo to get out of this inning. Now moving on to the next inning, you see I believe that's Trevor Story up to bat. He's going to drill one into left field right over my third baseman. It's going to fall down there against the left field wall. I try to throw it on into second to throw him out, but he had a little bit too much speed for me to even hope to throw him out on that player there. And then right here, once again, knocking it over into left field. And once again, not quite enough of a possibility to even try to contest this throw at home, because they had us beat by quite a bit. But right here, we're going to try to come back and get some runs on our own. King Griffey Jr. right here is going to drill one opposite field power. This ball is going to go over that left field wall. So the second home run in back-to-back episodes from King Griffey Jr. I had the worst stuttering attack of my life right there. So we're running the bases right here, putting our first run on the board. But I do want to mention right now, this will not be our only run of the inning. If you guys watched closely in the last episode, we have a man by the name of Ralph Kiner, who happens to be an absolutely unbelievable power hitter, and he will be coming up to bat against King Griffey Jr. once again, saying, whatever you can do, I can do better, drilling this one to left field with obviously quite a bit more power. In the last episode, they went back-to-back too, so not only have they both hit home runs in the back-to-back episodes, they've hit back-to-back home runs in back-to-back episodes. So obviously I'm loving this King Griffey Jr. Ralph Kiner matchup we got going on right here. Another run there. It's going to be 4-2. Sadly, though, as you see when we move on to the next little clip here, we are moving on to the bottom of the ninth, and the score remains 4-2. So we need to get a rally here if we want to win this game, and we're going to try to do just that. Ken Griffey Jr. is going to knock this ball under the first baseman's glove to start off the inning pretty well. I mean, what else can you do besides get a hit? That's kind of the best situation that we can put ourselves in. But Ralph Kiner, one of our star hitters, if not our star hitter, is going to strike out there. Dante Pichez coming up to bat right here, drilling one to straightaway center field. It's traveling pretty deep, but not quite enough pop on it to go over the right field or the center field wall. And the center fielder will camp underneath that one. Then here with a 1-2 count, Pedro Alvarez will drill this ball down the first base line, but the first baseman will be right there to catch that ball and give us our first actual loss of the series of me showing you guys any gameplay. So there we go. Our first loss there. Pretty interesting game, but I enjoyed it. If you guys enjoyed as well, please click that like button below. Make sure to comment your opinion of the series and what I could do to make it more interesting in the comment section below. And lastly, subscribe if you have not already to stay tuned to this series and other series I got going on my channel. Thank you guys so much for all the support. I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace out.